Long time no see, YouTube. I looked, it's been April 2017. I have not shot a video since April of 2017. Well, let's get right to it. This is my new hobby. This is what I've been doing out here in California. Riding bikes. Check it. Got a Gsxr 750. Also commonly known as a Gsxr. I call it Gsxr 750. And a Harley softail with OG apes. That's a pain in my ass. Oh, I got this little dude right here too. Yeah. He's a Pug 150. So anyway, so here's what happened. I've been saying I was gonna ride bikes for years. I just haven't. So I finally got around to it. And I picked this up in January because I took the motorcycle safety course in January. I finished the course on a Sunday, and I picked this up the next night, the Monday night. It's a Gsxr 750. I did a whole lot of mods to it, as you can see, including the PPG paint, flip paint. It's kind of like a purple bluish when the sun hit it. Put all these Chicago and other stickers on it, and I put a chain and sprocket. Matter of fact, let me talk about that for a second. My mechanic. Actually, my mechanic is in Long Beach. He can do everything. He did everything to this bike. He can do everything, including painting. He took the baffles out of the muffler, oil change, rear bearings, hub bearings, and he did the brakes, and he did it all to this bike. He's an excellent mechanic. So I don't know if those who in Southern California watching this, if you need some type of motorcycle work, you might want to holler at him. I can set it all up if you leave a comment, whatever, or send me a message. But anyway, I picked up the bike the day after I passed the course, and it was blue and white. I threw the paint on it. It didn't really need anything when I got it, but I chose to do, like all those other things to it because I'd rather take care of the shit first than be out there on the road and something goes bad and you wish you would have done it. So I just did everything I thought it needed. He told me a lot of things also that it needed, but it wasn't urgent, but I went ahead and got this shit anyway just to get it out the way. And as far as first bikes go, this is my first bike. It's a 750, like I said. Don't let any of these people on YouTube, these bikers or whatever the hell, experts, tell you what you should get as a first bike, because a first bike is all predicated upon you and how you feel on the bike. I would say sit on the bike, get a feel for it, see how it feels under you. Does it move easily with you on it? Do you feel like if you decide to test ride it, do you feel like it lags and slows down when you make turns and taking off and things? If it does and you feel it does, that means it's likely too small for you. If it takes off too fast for you and it feels lighter under you, that means it's probably too big and too quick for you. You got to get a bike that feels right for you. So I didn't know all of that before I got this bike. Thank God, knock on wood, no accidents. I threw the frame sliders on it too. But as far as the first bike, go with that. Go with what you feel comfortable on. Don't let anybody tell you should get a 250, you should get a 1000, you should get a 650. Get whatever you feel comfortable on. Again, this is my first bike and it is a 750. And I feel great on it. Like, I feel so comfortable on this bike. It took me probably a week to feel comfortable on this bike, but I feel comfortable on it. I know you want to hear it start, so let's hear it start. Oh, we have to use the choke, that's right. See, I took the baffles out of it. It's a beast now. One of the main reasons I decided to take the baffles out was not just because my mechanic told me I should, but it sounds better. And also, you want to be heard when you're doing things like we do out here called lane splitting. And when you're coming up, period, you want to be heard. You want to be loud. This bike right here, if it would start, you would hear how loud this is, but you could tell it's loud because it has the Vance and Hines pipes on that I got wrapped up. Like I say, this has been my pretty pain in the ass forever, but she doesn't always want to start, but that's what you want to go for. So taking the baffles out of your muffler makes a whole lot of sense because you will be heard when you're splitting lanes, if you can split lanes where you live. I know out here it's legal. And you'll just be heard coming up, period, when cars are sitting in traffic or, when you're passing lanes, whatever. You want to be heard. You don't want some quiet ass bike. You want something that's going to roar. The same way I was just roaring. I picked this up in March. It's got the OG apes. I want to say 22-inch OG apes. I'm not sure. I haven't measured them, but picked this up in March. This right here is a whole nother thing right here. It's really loud. But it's a Harley, which means it's a pain in the ass. It means it doesn't always start. It means that it gives more problems than it does pleasure. But it sounds magnificent. I wish I could show you all how it sounded, but it's not starting at the moment. I last rode it last Tuesday, and the next day, Wednesday, all of a sudden it wouldn't start. This is typical for Harleys. Everybody knows Harleys are a fucking pain in the ass. My mechanic is on his way out here Tuesday to take a look at it. We're going to get it fired up again, but you can see it's all chrome. I got to throw the other mirror on there, but it's a beauty. I put my mother's name back there because I named it after my mother. And I put neon lights on both of them, LED lights. That's another thing you want to put on your bikes. It increases visibility. You can be seen at night easier. So anyway, I'm going to make another video talking about the course as well, the motorcycle safety course. It's very important that you should take that course, especially if you're a beginner rider. I could have not taken it and probably been just as well, but I'd rather take the course. I learned a lot of things that I didn't otherwise know. I will make that video next about the safety course. And here we go. I've been thinking about getting a GoPro, but like I said, I don't really want a fucking camera sitting on top of my nice helmets. But I know a lot of people watch these biker videos. I know I watch them. That's all I've been watching these last few months is motorcycle videos. Pick up a lot of good tips. And there's a lot of good channels out there that give you a lot of valuable information about riding, like the Ride Like a Pro channel and the, God, I forget the other channel. It's a guy in Texas. I forget his name, but it's good YouTube videos out there about bikes. So thinking I might get a camera. I don't know. Like I say, I don't want a camera sticking on top of my helmet like that and shit. You can riding around with a helmet with a camera sticking up like that. But I know people do want to see this shit, especially riding in a place like California, because I take my bike a lot of places now, and I love riding. It's just an experience like no other. So anyway, I just wanted to show off the bikes right now. Some more to come. Stay tuned for the motorcycle safety course video. Yep.